That is, I'm shipping up to Boston, which can still bring a smile to anyone's face. Rocketed to fame by Martin Scorsese's film, The Departed, still played constantly at New England sporting events. The Dropkick Murphys' signature song turned a Boston band into a global brand. But today, Ken Casey, leader of the Murphys for 26 years, has another hustle, as we found out, in Dorchester, Massachusetts. Are there talents you acquired as a punk rock singer and band leader that translates to the restaurant business?
Give me a minute to make something up on that one.
Ken Casey's chain of taquerias is called the Yellow Door.
This is one of my favorite things here, the street corn nachos.
Serving up tacos that include pork belly, tecate battered fish, and chili duck.
Yeah, that's the duck right there.
This is the duck.
That's vanilla crema. Come on, fancy.
You know, I never expected fancy food from Ken Casey.
Well, I always envisioned, by the way, I never went to Taco Bell, not to compare this to Taco Bell. They're killing me right now. But I was never a taco guy until we opened this place, and I just shut up and tried it, and I love it.
Now you're the Irish guy doing tacos.
Yeah, it's a good transition for me, you know what I mean?
This king of Celtic punk made his first foray into food and drinks in 2008. But McGreevy's, which closed during the pandemic, was mostly booze and bar food. Yellow Door aims for a different clientele. Have you always been a foodie?
No, we joke. My partner over there seems to think I'm the opposite of a foodie, Mr. like meat and potatoes, knucklehead. Now I can tell you that there's vanilla crema on the duck taco.
Very impressive.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm becoming one. It's a good, good vibe on this street right here. A lot of kind of new restaurants opening.
No matter who's moving into Dorchester these days, they all recognize Casey, in part because of how much he's given back. For 13 years, Casey's run a charity called the Clauda Fund, which raises money for those fighting alcohol and drug addiction.
Some days are hard, some days are long, some days I'm weak, some days I'm strong.
Casey's been sober for more than 30 years, but he's lost plenty of friends.
When I take stock of what I've done, I think about how far I've come.
His 2017 album, 11 Short Stories of Pain and Glory, dealt entirely with the nation's opioid crisis.
Tessie is the royal rooters rally cry. Tessie is the tune they always sung.
In 2020, his band's live stream during the worst of the pandemic attracted more than 10 million views and raised $700,000 for local charities, as they were joined by Bruce Springsteen.
We made the seal that built the cities from the sweat of our two hands. We made our home in the American land. When times come for leaving, fear now we shall return. We were so glad we could make it, but so sad we gotta run.
This year, with the band able to once again tour on a regular schedule, Casey estimates they'll do 150 live shows, many in Europe.
The coolest part is these kids that used to come as teenagers 26 years later, they're bringing their own kids. We have a lot of young kids at the shows, and to us, maybe that's the key to our future, is if it becomes generational.
She was the toast of the town, and when she came around they said, well, if it ain't the queen of Suffolk County.
Whether he's sharing music or Mexican food, Ken Casey's efforts are all meant to honor the three attributes of the Clauda Ring: friendship, love, and loyalty. Does seeing somebody happy in a restaurant, eating food, eating a good meal, in any way get close to the high you...
No.
I didn't think so.
No. No, it's cool. It's definitely...
It'll never match
It could
you
not
get on.
match. I mean, listen, it's the best job in the world.
I traveled far and wide, laid his head in many ports. Always guided by a compass, I saw beauty to the north.
We wrote lyrics. and a lot of them to me are about family and important stuff. And then you're singing them in another country, and people are singing the words back at you. That feeling is unreplicatable by any drug, any amount of money, any amount of anything, you know. I hate to say it, it even beats the birria taco.
Yeah, it does.
Barely.
It's good, though.
Yeah, it is.
Barely.
Barely.
Just barely. It's amazing walking down the street with Ken in Dorchester. It's like the mayor, you know? It's like
love that.
everybody knows
Shopping
him because of the music, because of the business, because of how much he's given back. So it was fun to, and it's just fun to listen to the music.
I like
Anytime.
how honest he is. He was like, "Oh yeah, I wasn't planning on making this food to begin with. I'm not a foodie, but look at me
he's
now."
not. He's a musician and he's a businessman, but he's getting to appreciate.
Does it all well.
Yeah.
I will be going there, have not been. Now here's a look at the weather for your weekend.